Hey there, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Katie and this is Louisiana Cooking and Living. And today we're kind of somewhere different. We're in my living room and we're just going to do like a little haul here, and I'm going to take you back to where I purchased all these items. I know I'm not the picture of health, hopefully I can say yet, but I am working towards doing things in much healthier fashion. Before we moved out here to our little backyard homestead, we were in, I wouldn't say it was a huge city because it's not anywhere like New York, Dallas, anything like that. But we did live in the city limits and we did a lot of things that were more convenience because we were running the roads quite a bit. My kids were younger, but we've moved out here and we've tried to have a slower paced life, although if we have not slowed down a bit. But with the chickens and the gardens and doing things more healthy, buying organic, making all my own bread instead of purchasing bread, things like that, trying to move towards the healthier lifestyle. And one of the things I'd like to do is also not rely on pharmaceutical medications so much, over the counter, ibuprofen, anything like that. So I have found this book called the Forgotten Home Apothecary, and it's things that they used to do back before medications were sold over the counter so prevalently. And so I went through this book. There's 250 remedies in here, it says. And of course, you always check with your doctor before you do anything over the counter or homeopathic, in case there is a medication you're taking, it could counteract with that. Always check with your doctor if you have any questions. But I went through this book, and it is by Nicole Appelian, PhD is what it says. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing her name correctly. And I found a few things that I want to make, and I'm going to do that with you guys. But today, I'm just showing you what I purchased. And so you can kind of get your wheels turning in your brain if you want to kind of are interested in these things and know that that video is coming up soon, that we'll be making these recipes together in the kitchen. But what I did was I went with my friends to Natchez, Mississippi. They have a little apothecary store there called, here's my bag, Mother's Apothecary. So we went to the store and I have my little list of things that I wanted to get. I wrote down what it was for, what page it was on, and the ingredients I needed to get. And so I'm going to show you what all I got. But first, I'm going to take you back to that day when we were in Natchez, Mississippi, and some little video I got at the store. It was a very quaint and neat little store, different variety of things they sold. The owner was there working that day. I'm not sure if she has other help or if she is the one that's always there working. And she was very helpful with us. She was able to explain things to us and measure things out for us that we bought in bulk. They also sell things online. You can order through them through a website. And let me see, I guess when we go through the stuff, I can pull the card out and I can go over that. So let's take you back to Natchez, Mississippi, and we'll be back to go through our items. So this is the storefront of Mother's Natchez, and I will leave their address in the description box if you're interested in trying them out. And this is just showing you some different products they have. I think this was some deodorant and some lotions. They had some hair products. There's some body creams there. This is some men's, I think, bath and body products here. Some skincare. This was just part of their essential oils section. They had a whole other section that I found after I saw these. Some vitamins there that you can see. Here's some bath salts and some, I think maybe some tea blends. Here's the loose herbs that I had bought, a few different that you will see coming up. They sold it by weight. They were in these glass jars. Here's some more of those essential oils. Lots to choose from here. There's some laundry soap, some all-purpose cleaners. Here's some makeup. This was some mascara powder. That was very interesting. Some butter or tallow balms there. This was some hair products. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of pull them out through my list. So the first one I want to do is leg cramps. I have restless leg syndrome. I move my legs constantly while I'm sleeping. My husband said it's like I'm a karate ninja person or something. My legs are constantly moving. And I do take a medication for that, and I'd like to not take a medication for that. So I got what I needed for that from, let's see, that's not the right item. They didn't have it. That's what it was. The magnesium flakes. They did not have that. I'm going to have to order that on Amazon. But I already had the other ingredients that was needed for that. So I'll skip that one. Next is migraines. I have been having headaches. I wouldn't classify them as a migraine because I do work in the emergency room, and so I do see people with migraines, and my daughter does get migraines. But I do have headaches almost every day, and I think it's probably because I'm in perimenopause, like so many of us are in perimenopause and menopause, and we have so many symptoms that we're just not realizing that that's what that is that we're going, that's symptoms of what we're going through hormonally. And so I wanted something for the headaches because I know I can't take ibuprofen all day, every day, because it does work on my headache, but it's not good for my kidneys, and I know that as a nurse. So I needed to get something that I could take that was natural. And so what I got was feverfew. I got a quarter of a cup of feverfew, dried leaves, and this is also going to be mixed with ginger, honey, and lemon. And we're going to make a tincture, or I'm not even sure what it is, if it's a tea, what it is I'm going to be making. I don't remember. I just wrote my ingredient list down with, it's on page 134. So this is our first little purchase here. Inflammation bath salts. So this is something you're going to go and soak in your bathtub with. Inflammation in our bodies is something that is wreaking havoc on our bodies. Again, speak with your doctor. I'm not a doctor. I am a nurse, and I do a lot of research. Our cholesterol isn't a problem unless we have inflammation in our body. That inflammation in our arteries and veins is what causes that cholesterol to stick and coagulate and cause problems. So if we can reduce that inflammation in our body, we can have a healthier vascular system and overall better health. And so I was wanting to make an inflammation bath salt, and I needed some Epsom salts, which she was able to, she had a huge bag, and she was able to divvy up some for this for me. So I ended up getting actually, I think, 2.5 pounds of the Epsom salts. I'm also going to need sea salt, dried willow bark. So I got a quarter of a cup of the dried willow bark. And then any essential oil you want. I already have lavender essential oil, so that's what I'll be using in mine. So that's my next purchase. Ibuprofen patch. Like I said, back to the headaches. Ibuprofen is a miracle drug for me. I had surgeries, and pain medicine does nothing for me, but ibuprofen works. I don't know why. It's an anti-inflammatory medication, and it works really well for me. But again, it can damage your kidneys if you take it too much. So I'm trying to move away from using so much ibuprofen. What I need is, so that is cayenne, turmeric. Turmeric I also take in the pill form. That is very anti-inflammatory. I have some in my spice drawer, and I want to remember to include that in some of my cooking, because you can disguise that in many foods that you make without, it doesn't really have much flavor. Like if you see yellow rice at a restaurant, it's usually turmeric that's making it yellow. So you can disguise turmeric, and so we can put it in your spaghetti sauce, you can put it in your meatloaf, you can put it in your rice, your mashed potatoes, anything. It is going to turn it yellow. They do use that for a natural food dye. So the ibuprofen patch, you're going to have some gauze squares, and we're going to do this together. the cayenne, the turmeric, the olive oil, and then beeswax pellets. So I had to get the beeswax pellets. I got that from her. So I have this. Let's see what else we got. Bug spray. I wanted to get something natural. We do live out here kind of in the country, and we do get bugs out in the evening time, especially if I'm working in the garden. I want to be able to use it on my pets. So I did need to get some stuff for that. I do have, well, I thought I bought some stuff for that. Maybe they didn't have everything in it. I'd have lemongrass extract. I think it needs distilled water, witch hazel. You can just buy that over the counter. I have peppermint extract and citronella. So other things that I purchased that I found while I was there. Oh, here's the witch hazel that I needed to get. So I got that. Let's see what else I got. Oh, so if you haven't seen, if you haven't been following along, we did purchase half a cow last summer, and I did render down the tallow, and I just have it in jars on my shelf. But I was thinking about making some lotions and lip balms and that kind of thing, and I haven't done it yet. But I did purchase some tallow whipped face and body balm that is lavender and frankincense scented. And I wanted to try this out before I give my hand at actually making. Oh, it smells so good. Making it. Anyway, I wanted to feel, oh, wow. When they say whipped, they really do mean whipped. It's almost like it's a whipped cream. Not that soft, but that texture, if that makes any sense. That feels really good. That's not greasy at all. That feels really good. So I'd like to try my hand at making this. This is not in the planned video coming real soon, but hopefully I will get to make this soon. And then I also got for my daughter that does suffer from the migraines. I did get this headache roller ointment thing. It's got sunflower oil, castor oil, lavender, and then essential oils, lavender, peppermint, and rosemary. And this you roll on your forehead, I think the back of your neck, things like that, where your headaches are concentrated. So I'm gonna give this to my daughter, get her to try this out for her headaches. And a little business card in here. I will just kind of tell you, Mother's Natchez. Natchez is NATCHEZ.com, and that's their website that you can order online. And they were very helpful. They have a variety of things. They had pet supplies, they had men's things, they had body wash and shampoo and lotion and so many essential oils and a lot of different things that you could try out. And I really think I'll be back to get some more things because I could order it online. It's not too far for me to drive though. It's about an hour and a half from where I live. And it's just a neat little town to go to. They had little antique shops we went to, and we had lunch, and it was just a wonderful experience. So if you want to try them out, that's their website. And the owner's name is Emily Williams, and she was super helpful. So I hope you enjoyed this little haul I have and are going to be excited of our video coming up where we make our little homemade remedies and we get to try them out. So thanks for watching, and if you have not subscribed already and are interested in subscribing so you don't miss out on those videos, I'll put my little logo here and you can touch that and it'll help you subscribe very easily. And I'll put a playlist over here. I'm not quite sure what that playlist will be at this moment. I do have some shopping hauls, but I'm not sure that is super relevant to this video. I'm not sure what I'll put over here. Something for you to watch if you want to watch another video of mine. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.